What is up? My name is Matt Busch, and we are hanging out in the live stream lounge off hours, and I have a very special unboxing today. It is the Green Day 1972 limited edition art print. I haven't seen these yet. I cannot wait to see the real thing. And it's actually a special double boxing because we also have the certificate of authenticity. Oh my gosh. So you might be asking, some of you might be asking, what certificate of authenticity, what is that? Oh my gosh. Well, in the case of an art print like this is a piece I did for The Mandalorian, and this was published through Acme Archives. They sell this at like the Disney theme park galleries and places like that. There's a limited number of these, but whenever you purchase one of these, you get an official certificate of authenticity. It's actually signed by Lisa McLean at Acme Archives. It's not even signed by me. Don't ask why. That's just how it rolls. But this Green Day thing is very cool. It's very limited, and I know you guys are gonna dig it. I'm actually hanging out drinking. This is my Punk Bunny cup, my Green Day glass from 7-Eleven, but in it, I actually have Punk Bunny coffee on ice, very delicious. With no further ado, oh my gosh, let's get started. So I'm gonna open up the certificate of authenticity first. So my history with Green Day, I've actually done a lot of art for rock bands. Everyone from Ozzy Osbourne, Motley Crue, Poison, and sometimes it's cool, I get to work directly with the band, and then sometimes I'm just hired by either their record company or I'm hired by the company that does their merch for concerts. So it just depends. I've actually never done anything for Green Day before, and they've always been one of my faves. So I was really excited to do this. Oh, would you look at this? Here is my certificate of authenticity. Look at that. Oh, it looks so cool. I'm so happy with it. So you might notice, like, this certificate of authenticity, this looks like an actual certificate. It's got like the filigree around the borders and everything. But you know what? I knew for doing something for Green Day is a little bit more punk. They're a little bit more non-traditional, a little bit more thinking outside the box. So I wanted to do something special, a little bit more graffiti, a little bit more wet paint, a little bit rougher around the edges. And I thought it would be cool. This actually shows the drawing. This shows the pencils before doing the actual painting. So you can kind of see it up close and personal. Right down here is where I will be signing each of these certificates of authenticity, and you're gonna get one of these in your tube that I'll be shipping out to you. These are all gonna come rolled in plastic in a nice, sturdy, heavy-duty tube for safe travel right to your front door. This is the actual art print for Green Day 1972. So I just wanted to say, you know, there's something about Green Day, and I wouldn't say there's a lot of music that I like, a lot of rock music, a lot of different kinds of music, but there's something about Green Day, and I think part of it is that Green Day were all born in 1972, as was I, and it's not like I think there's something magical about that year, but anyone either my age or around my age can tell you there is something about us Gen Xers that we grew up in a world that was completely analog at first, and then slowly we got to see things go digital, and then, you know, we knew what life was like before the internet, and then we knew what life was like when you had the internet, but it was before Web 2.0, and then before social media. And I think what's interesting about Gen X is we're old enough to respect where things were before and to know like where we came from, but we're not too old that we don't want to change or that we can't adapt. So we're kind of this really nice right in the middle kind of thing. Well, anyone that's about my age, what's interesting about Green Day is for most of us, right around the time Green Day hit the scene, especially with the release of Dookie in '94, it was really interesting for me because I was making some small waves before that, but it wasn't until 1994 that I started doing official work for the Star Wars universe, doing illustrations that were published in books and everything. And so since then, it's been this really fun ride where vicariously I've always followed the band Green Day, listened to interviews on the radio, read all their interviews in magazines and everything else. And it's just been really cool. Throughout their career, they've had ups and downs, as have I, but seeing how they've evolved from when they were, punk kids during the same time I was a punk kid, and seeing them grow and evolve and mature. And, they're still those cool kerplunk guys, but at the same time, they're a lot more than that. And they've had a lot of cool milestones in their career, times in their career where they've made a pivot. And so there's a lot of things with that I really, by no means do I compare myself with them. I don't think I'm a rock star or anything like that. But it has been really cool to follow along and kind of live vicariously through their success as I've been moving through my own career. So I've always felt this cosmic kinship to the band. All right, look at this. Here's a nice just cover piece right here. Wow. Oh my gosh. This looks awesome. Wow, I'm looking at it upside down right now and it still looks cool. I'm so happy with this. Wow. Oh my gosh, the detail and the printing. So this is printed on 100-pound stock. So it's not cardstock, but it is a nice thick paper. It has a deluxe matte finish, so it's not too shiny. Now right now in the lounge, I have a lot of different colored lights going on, so you might be seeing a lot of different glare. But let me move this aside. So by the time you're seeing this, there's probably going to be a video showing you all about it. I'll leave a link to that video in the description if you haven't seen it, kind of showing what the process was to make this, but also I'll be showing some of how it works. How does that look? I can't tell if there's a glare or not. Oh my gosh, this is going to look so cool in a frame. The main color is, of course, that punk rock hot pink. It's actually this cool fluorescent pink where the actual paint doesn't glow in the dark, but under a black light, it glows super cray-cray. I don't know if that's going to come through in the printing or not. That'll be a neat testaroo. 1972, so here's how it works. All of these fun splashes over in the corner here. So this is where I do my signature, right here in that box. This right here, there's only going to be 72 of these deluxe versions that are numbered. So if you order one of these, your number is going to be somewhere between 1 and 72. Very limited. And then look at this. Inside this hot pink splotch right here, I am going to draw the infamous heart grenade from American Idiot. So that's going to make each one of these prints its own one-of-a-kind pieces of art where the print is always the same, but it's going to be my actual signature. It's going to be numbered from 1 to 72, and I'm going to doodle the hand holding the heart grenade on each one of these. I am so excited. Wow, that looks cool. So yeah, if you guys go and order right now at the Matt Busch store, you're going to get the print. You're also going to get a signed certificate of authenticity. Looks awesome in a frame. Hang it on a shelf for good health and good time. Yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. Thank you everyone for your support. Some of you may have already ordered one of these, so I can't thank you enough. In the spirit of Green Day, I'm just really thrilled with this. I hope you guys dig it too. I'm definitely a huge fan, and so for those fans out there, I hope this is something that is one of the cool prized pieces in your collection of Green Day memorabilia. All right, with that, Matt out.